December the 27th, 2013, I think it was about 6 o'clock in the evening, my phone rings, and I can hear my mum screaming and crying hysterically. And then a man I don't know is on the other end of that phone, and he said, I'm a paramedic. There's no easy way to tell you this, sir, but it would appear that your father has taken his own life. He was a hard-working man. He had everything going for him, really. He was fit as a fiddle, lots of grandkids. I thought he had another 30 years in him, at least. And the big question for me was why? Well, it makes no sense. My dad was work hard, play hard, strong. You know, we're trying to stay young, trying to stay fit, trying to be self-sufficient. And our parents are our biggest influence. So I was like, I want to be big and fit and strong like Dad. I was looking for the bigger answers. I was like, Dad, how long, how many years do we have to graft and work and prove ourselves, this striving, this fear? And so I want to be rich, I want to be famous, I want to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I want to be like Sylvester Stallone, I want to make tons of money, I want to put my faith in my bank balance. And so as I built this physique and I went out into the world to be a celebrity in a celebrity culture, the world said, you're a success. And I thought, wow, I've made it then, freedom. But it didn't bring freedom. There's no freedom. Actually, there was more fear. Me and Dad were both in the dark. The blind was leading the blind. We were going into a big hole because through his life I saw that hard work didn't lead to freedom, but I also saw that the celebrity culture and fame is also a lie. Self-sufficiency is a lie. I had a more fearful life on the television than I did before I was on the television because I had to constantly prove myself. I remember Dad sitting me down and he asked me, why do you think we drink? I said, I don't know, Dad. And he started telling me it was about pressures and it was about this and it was about that. And looking back, I didn't realise what Dad was up against. I did believe he had an alcohol problem because it had a negative impact on his life. But he was highly functioning. So I was like, I'd heard sayings like, it's only a problem if it's a problem. But I didn't understand the cumulative effect of it. I just thought, you know, life's about having fun. And so as Dad would try and escape his problems with Mum, as they would drink and carry on, I started to realise this is where he's losing hope. And if you have no hope and no help, where do you go from there? Where do you go? You know, looking back, I realised that Dad thought that this was a solution to his problems. But it's never the answer because you're not alone and there's hope. 6 years ago, somebody explained the gospel to me. They explained that I was separated from God and that we don't have to live a life of fear like my dad did. We don't have to live under the curse of death. That's not God's plan for our life. And only then did my life start to make sense, and my life was transformed, and my family was transformed, and my mind was transformed. In these times now where life don't make any sense, where I feel alone or I feel desperate, I pray to God, and He comes into my life through His Holy Spirit. God is above us, Jesus is beside us, and the Holy Spirit comes to dwell within us. And you're not alone. You're not alone. If you're feeling suicidal, if you're feeling there's no hope, tell somebody, talk to somebody. You're in a precarious place, but the good news is there's hope. Jesus Christ is the light of the world. His arms are wide open and He loves you and He has a plan for your life. The best way out of this is through it, and you will get through it. You're one prayer away from that. Don't give up, you've got hope.